Welcome to Facts for Real Videos. If you use 14 simple objects, what they're really for. If you want to remodel your kitchen, but lack the funds to replace the refrigerator, there's a chance you can still use your fridge, even if you have to relocate it elsewhere. Did you know that you can change the way the doors on most refrigerators open? Almost any refrigerator model can have these handles reversed. Only a few screws and bolts must be removed. It's best if you keep track of the assembly order and the parts you remove, as well as the tools you need. You only need a screwdriver, an adjustable wrench, pliers, and a foreign ratchet set. There is a simple way to make the most of your citrus fruit and tool. Everything you'll need for that is most likely in your kitchen. Forget about costly fruit juicers. There's no need to resort to old-fashioned elbow grease. Whenever you want some fresh lemon juice, simply use a set of kitchen tongs. Place the lemon or other citrus fruit between the tongs and squeeze out all of the juice. In no time, the juice was thinking of fruit. There is a great way to keep them fresher for longer periods of time that does not necessarily involve. When purchasing unripe bananas, store them in an airtight container in the refrigerator. The less air that reaches the fruit, the longer it will last. They'll be fine then. What about delicate things like strawberries? Because of their texture, they're a little more difficult to clean, but here's a neat way to make sure they are safe to consume. Add a cup of vinegar to 3 cups of cold water. After draining and rinsing the strawberries, place them in the mixture and gently move them around. To remove the vinegar, rinse the berries with cold tap water. They should be patted. Use a clean towel to dry finally, place them in a sealed container and place them in the refrigerator until you're ready to eat them. I'm almost certain you've been using it incorrectly your entire life. However, I am just as guilty as you are. Most of us, it turns out, remember those neck pillows we frequently use when traveling. We usually wear a pillow around the back of our neck and secure it with a button in the front. Some people claim that flipping your pillow feels a lot better because the gap is located at the back of the neck. Your head is still held up. However, if your head begins to move from side to side as you sleep, you will relieve pressure on your neck, as well as ensure that your chin remains securely in place. You may have noticed some strange bumps on the concrete sidewalk, particularly in congested or high-traffic areas. This is known as tactile paving. It first appeared in Japan in the 1960s. Because of its effectiveness, people began to use it all over the world. Nowadays, the system has evolved into several types of paving for various situations. Crosswalks, for example, use blister paving. It is critical for people with visual impairment to be warned. In most cases, this paving will lead to a road crossing. Then, several rows of flat-topped blisters are arranged in a square pattern. Corduroy tactile paving with rounded bars runs across the pedestrian travel direction. It warns visually impaired people about potential hazards such as a flight of stairs or a ramp after a long day. There's nothing more comforting than leftovers for dinner, but because you're tired, you might forget to cover your plate of food with a paper towel, causing your microwave to become a total mess. There is an easy way to clean it that does not require the use of any special products. Combine half water and half lemon juice, pour the liquid into a microwave-safe bowl and heat for about a minute. The acidity of the mixture should aid in the reduction of the microwave's walls. And you will be able to simply wipe away all residues. Are you someone who enjoys experimenting in the kitchen but dislikes measuring tools? Next time, simply use a whisk. Add some flour and place the whisk in the flour bag. It should pick up a significant amount of the product between its metal bars. I don't believe there is anything. I love simple and quick tricks to make everyday chores easier, such as this one about trash bags. I'm sure they're like me. You've been doing it wrong all along. Take out a trash bag. There is no need to ruffle. It does not need to be completely open, simply fold the top of the trash bag over the trash can's edge and secure it in place. Simply push the rest of the bag into the cap, and it should perfectly flip over. I enjoy a good snack just as much as the next guy. However, pistachios can be difficult to open at times. They can cause finger pain or even breakage. But did you know that you can literally open a stubborn one layer with another pistachio? The openings of the 2 pistachio pods, so that they interlace, then pull them apart and both should pop open. Deodorants tend to leave stains, especially on black clothing, but you don't need a fancy cleaning product to remove them. You won't even have to change out of your shirt. If this occurs, simply rub the stained area once with another piece of fabric. After the deodorant has dried, it should flake off fairly easily. There is a pumice stone in your bathroom. You know, that strange-looking rock you use to exfoliate your heels. You can do so much more with it. It turns out, if you're creative enough, it works well for removing pet hair from fabrics. You can also use it to remove pills from fabrics. You can always use a homemade solution to unclog your kitchen pipes. It is just as effective as store-bought and contains far fewer harmful chemicals. Fill your kettle halfway with white vinegar and heat it up. However, keep an open kitchen window in case the smell becomes too strong. Place some baking soda in the pipes to be cleaned. Allow it to sit for a few minutes. The mixture should pop and fizzle spectacularly after you add the heated vinegar. But don't worry, that's exactly what's supposed to happen once the process has settled down. Turn on the taps and let some lukewarm water run for a minute or so to wash away any residues that were clogging. You're plumbing a nice extra bonus. Examine the insides of your kettle to ensure they are as clean as new. I'll admit that patience isn't one of my strong suits, and I'm not particularly gifted at opening jars. However, wrapping a rubber band around the edge of the lid works every time. It provides me with a firm non-slip grip and something to hold onto whenever I come across one of those stubborn jars. If that doesn't work, I put the jar in hot water, which causes the metal to expand and break easily. You know how difficult the seal is. It is to hang things on your walls, especially when multiple holes are required. But here's a neat trick: spread a piece of tape over the object you want to hang on the wall. It could be a painting or an extension cord. Mark the spots on the tape where the hole should be, then place the tape on the wall. Now you'll know exactly how far apart the nails should be. If you like this video, please subscribe to our channel, and thanks for watching.